Well, this certainly got pulled out of the quarantine's ass. I was trying to make that sound more interesting, but I probably didn't. Anyway, today we are looking at the trophy list analysis for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. This came out of absolutely nowhere. This is actually being recorded like 2 hours after the original trailer of it or whatever got leaked and whatnot over in Germany. But this came out of absolutely nowhere. Just I don't know. I'm so confused. I have so many questions about this because I mean, it came out of nowhere. It's only the campaign and not the multiplayer or Spec Ops. I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining, but I just have questions. I don't really get it. But anyway, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered has 51 trophies worth 1,230 points, 1 platinum, 2 golds, 10 silvers, and 38 bronzes. It's got some old trophies, and it's got some new ones, so let's take a look. So, we're starting out with some story-related trophies. Well, first off, the platinum is called Is That All You Got? Earn all the trophies, typical. So we have Back in the Saddle, Help Train the Local Militia, and these are all bronze. That one is for completing the first mission of the game. Danger Close, get handpicked for Shepard's Elite Squad, that's the second mission of the game. Cold Shoulder, infiltrate the Snowy Mountainside base, that's the third mission. No Russian, never had any trophies because it's skippable, so no trophies for it. Tag 'em and bag 'em. Find Rojas in the favelas. That's the fifth mission, I believe. It's either the fifth or the sixth mission. Then you have Royale with Cheese. Defend Burger Town. That one is around... That one's one of the ones, I think it's either the first or the second mission where you're in Virginia. Then we have Soap on a Rope, Storm the Gulag. That, I mean, I don't remember the exact numbers of the remaining missions, but I know that that is a story-related trophy. Desperate Times, execute the plan to help the Americans. That's Price's interesting idea of using a nuclear weapon from a submarine to help the Americans. Whiskey Hotel, take back Whiskey Hotel. That's the end of the American campaign. The Pawn, assault Makarov's safe house. That is around the fourth to last mission of the game, the loose ends mission. I think that is the fourth to last. Out of the Frying Pan, complete the mission in the airplane graveyard. That's the third to last mission. Then we get a silver trophy for completing the single player campaign on any difficulty. And the Price of War, complete the single player campaign on hardened or veteran difficulty. So this one does, like the original Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty World at War, in that it has individual trophies for specific missions on veteran, as well as an overarching trophy that is for hardened or veteran. So that's kind of interesting, but as long as you complete the campaign on veteran, you'll get a whole bunch of trophies that we're about to start looking at. First day of school, complete SSDD and team player on veteran, that's a bronze. Black Diamond, complete cliffhanger on veteran, that's a bronze. Now we get silvers, complete takedown and the Hornet's Nest on veteran difficulty, that's Teresa's. Red Dawn, complete Wolverines and Exodus on veteran difficulty, love the reference there. Prisoner 627, complete The Only Easy Day Was Yesterday, and the Gulag on veteran. Ends Justify the Means, complete Contingency on veteran, that's another bronze. Homecoming, complete Of Their Own Accord, Second Son, and Whiskey Hotel on veteran. Again, those are the last few American missions, that's a silver. Queen Takes the Rook, complete Loose Ends and the Enemy of My Enemy on veteran, that's another silver. And then finally complete Just Like Old Times and Endgame on veteran, so that's a bronze. So those are the last two missions of the game. So you're going to get all the trophies so far by completing the campaign on veteran. As a reminder about this game, veteran is not too terribly difficult in this game. It's not. It's obviously not World at War level of difficult, and honestly, I don't think I'm the best person to talk about it because this was maybe the second or third Call of Duty game I got the platinum in. I got it a very, very long time ago, so I can't specifically remember it being all that difficult. The only thing I remember really struggling with might have been the loose ends mission when you're defending the house. I struggled with that one quite a bit, I know, but the rest of the game I don't remember having too many issues with. I know that you could often just pick up a riot shield and use that to make life a lot easier. So now we get to the mission-specific trophies. Pit Boss, run the pit in SSDD with a final timer under 30 seconds. That's pretty easy. Ghost, plant the C4 in Cliffhanger without alerting or injuring anyone in the blizzard. I'm sure that the old guides will still work for that. Colonel Sanderson, kill 7 chickens in under 10 seconds in the Hornet's Nest. That's not too difficult. 10 plus foot mobiles, kill at least 10 enemies with 1 Predator missile. You used to be able to do that in the Spec Ops mode, but obviously now we can't do that. Unnecessary Roughness, use a riot shield to beat down on an enemy. Very easy there. Knock Knock. Kill 4 enemies with 4 shots during a slow-mo breach. You'll probably about get that one naturally. Some Like It Hot. Kill 6 enemies in a row with a thermal weapon. That's very easy. 2 birds with 1 stone. Kill 2 enemies with a single bullet. I think there's a few places you can do that without too much difficulty. The road less traveled and leave no stone unturned. Collect 22 and 45 enemy intel items. So yeah, this game had collectibles in it, surprisingly. You have to collect a few intel pieces in it in most every mission. Interesting that they're actually bringing that back, that they still have the collectibles, because I don't remember them actually doing anything in this game the way they did in World at War or Modern Warfare, like the original Modern Warfare. Anyway, drive-by. Kill 20 enemies in a row while driving a vehicle. That's pretty easy. The Harder They Fall. Kill 2 repelling enemies in a row before they land on their feet. I know that that one was also better done in Spec Ops, so I'm not really sure where the best place to do it in the campaign is. Desperado. Kill 5 enemies in a row using 5 different weapons or attachments. That's not too difficult as long as you know about going for it. Look Ma, 2 hands. Kill 10 enemies in a row using akimbo weapons. A lot of people will probably get that through natural progression because that's fun. No Rest for the Wary. Knife an enemy without him ever knowing you were there. You'll probably get that naturally. Threesome. Kill at least 3 enemies with a single shot from a grenade launcher. So, at this point, now we hit all the new trophies, and there are some interesting ones in here that I think could up the difficulty of the game a little bit. So, our first one, Target Confirmed. Instruct the Honey Badger to kill 80 enemies in Exodus. I think there are a few places where they respawn infinitely, so that's probably not going to be too hard. Angel Savior. Do not let your Predator drone get destroyed in contingency. So, I don't really remember it being able to get destroyed, but I guess it can. And this is great. I'm so glad they put this trophy in here. Do not push this button, a silver. Ring the red bell in both rooms and survive the attack. Those of you who have completed the game, you know exactly what that wants you to do. And you can do it on Recruit, by the way, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but I am so glad that they put that in. That is really awesome. Now we have the student surpasses the master, beat BX time in SSDD. So that's going to be like running the training course in Modern Warfare and beating it in under a certain amount of time. So I don't know what the BX time is and how difficult it's going to be to beat. That could end up being one of the tougher trophies in the game. The Real Gun Game. Complete any mission but SSDD or Endgame without reloading weapons or using melee attacks. I'm trying to think of what would be the best level to do that in. I think you'd probably be able to do it in one of the stealthier missions. Maybe you might even be able to do it in No Russian, actually, of all things. Like, because there's only a couple of fights, and you can let your enemies do everything for you and just hide behind a riot shield. So you might actually want to do that one in No Russian, if I'm remembering it correctly. Precognitive Paranoia, kill shepherds. So that is a bronze. I am very much sure that that is an Easter egg. The way that you could kill Makarov in Modern Warfare Remastered. So I'm almost positive you'll get that by shooting at Shepard in one of the missions where you encounter him, which could be the very first training mission. That's going to be my assumption. I could be wrong, though. Immortal, a gold trophy. Complete every mission without dying or reloading a checkpoint at any difficulty. I love how misspelled that is. Like, did they just rush parts of this list out? Complete every missions without dying or reloading to a checkpoint at any difficulty? I mean, you can do it on Recruit, so it's not that hard, but it's not the easiest thing in the world just because there's a possibility of, you know, a bad luck grenade or something. So, and I do wonder if it's going to include No Russian in missions like that, if you're even allowed to do No Russian for some of these mission-specific trophies. Back to bronze. Silent Skies. Destroy both BTRs without using Predator drones in Wolverines. That, I don't think that's too hard because I think you get Semtexes or something. Claymore. Kill 11 enemies using Claymores in loose ends. As long as you don't run out of Claymores, that should actually be pretty easy. Bird Hunter. Destroy 10 choppers using the Javelin launcher in Of Their Own Accord. I don't remember specifically which mission that is. I think that might be the one where you infiltrate the nuclear sub, so 10 of them seems a little bit excessive. Hot Potato. Destroy the helicopter using frag grenades, and the only easy day was yesterday. Okay, well, that means you're going to need a really well-placed frag grenade. Clown in Training. The U.S. Army Rangers ain't no place for clowns. Now, that's the only trophy on this list that I have no idea what it's referring to. I'm assuming that you get it for screwing around in the training section, or it's a new Easter egg, but I'm not sure, so that's the only one I don't really know what to expect on. Headbanger, our last trophy. Kill an enemy with the impact damage from a frag grenade to the head. So that's just wait for someone to go down into the last stand and hit him in the head with a frag grenade. Simple enough. So, this list is interesting for two reasons. The first reason is I still have a lot of questions about this game's release, why it's just randomly coming out now with no pre-information at all, why it's only the campaign and not the Spec Ops and multiplayer, if the campaign's really going to be changed or have like any extra missions or something. You never know about any of that. So I don't entirely know about that. I've still got, like I said, questions about this. But regardless, I am very excited to be able to play through this game again because I love the original Modern Warfare trilogy and the new one for their campaigns. They had some very solid campaigns. So I'm extremely excited to play it. My assumption is that since the trophy list actually says Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, it means that we most likely will not be having any DLC to worry about, which is good. So no multiplayer, Spec Ops, or other DLC. But it does make me wonder, are we going to get like a full-scale Modern Warfare 2 Remastered later on of just the multiplayer and Spec Ops? It's a separate list or something. I don't know. Like I said, I have a lot of questions about this that I need to probably address at some point. But anyway, as for the trophy list, not having to complete all the Spec Ops missions is definitely a plus. But I don't know how difficult running the pit in the set amount of time is going to be in that new time limit. I also know that beating the game without dying or reloading a checkpoint could be just a little bit tricky at times, just if you get unlucky. So we'll have to see, but the game apparently releases tomorrow, Tuesday, March 31st. That's from what I've heard, so I will probably be picking this up on release day and streaming it at some point in the next few days. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for the next one.